There's this big trend of people shifting away from broadcast wide open social media communication services to more small intimate places. You can see now, right, the why Microsoft was trying to buy Discord. Boom, they turned that down. Sony does a big deal with them. It's a constant battle and challenge for these social media content, communication platforms to figure out what is the right line for them to walk in terms of content moderation and censorship. Discord attempted to be acquired by Microsoft for, I think, $12 billion. They turned that down. Is now rumored to be looking at a $15 billion valuation. And what's interesting in this article is as social media exodus continues, and that's something we've talked about on the show, is that you've seen this diaspora, I would call it, away from, big tech, particularly big tech social media and content platforms. But, this is really interesting, right? There's this Financial Times article, which I'll flip to here in a second, but they've got the excerpt here. In an interview with Financial Times, Citron, that's Jason Citron, he's the CEO and founder of Discord, says there's this big trend of people shifting away from broadcast wide open social media communication services to more small intimate places. It's great news for private chat services like Discord. We're a meaningful part of how that's evolving on the internet. So the shift away of more of a one-to-many, what we would call a maker platform model, right? You create one piece of content and you let, really anyone, a myriad of people consume that. So one-to-many type of core transaction. We call that maker model. Moving more to the exchange model, which is more finite. There's a set number of people. You're creating much more specialized content that is specific to that community or that, chat group, that chat channel, chat server, as I would talk about it in Discord lingo here. I mean, I think you have, I don't know if you still are, Nick, but I know you were a pretty big Discord user. What do you think of the platform? What do you make of this news?
Yeah, I think Discord, definitely still a Discord user. It's a very cool way you can find, niche communities that are passionate about just about anything. So if you use Reddit, for example, there's probably Discord communities on similar things to what you follow on Reddit. And it's a more kind of live interactive, chat versus, content platform. Where Reddit is kind of, posts and lists. This is more like live chat interacting with people. So it's great. I use it with friends and other things and people you play games with and this kind of stuff. Gaming is where Discord originally came from. They're trying to, move beyond that. It's still obviously the core of their audience. But they're also embracing this kind of metaverse concept, which you've been hearing a lot of in the news. They recently did this Discord, the movie with Awkwafina and Danny DeVito. And the whole concept is basically like Discord is this virtual world that has all these little communities all around Discord. And they're really leading into this kind of, metaverse concept. You can sort of be whoever you want to be on Discord and, find the right communities for you. Very cool company. I think they've got a lot of potential in the gaming space and then to expand beyond that. But I think, much like Twitch, for example, that will always kind of be the bedrock of their business.
Earlier this summer in 2021, the new deal between Discord and Sony runs deeper and appears to include big plans for the PlayStation Network and Discord to connect in a big way. So now they're really kind of now embedding with consoles. You can see now, right, the why Microsoft was trying to buy Discord. And then boom, they turn that down. Sony does a big deal with them. So, Microsoft trying to get that lock in. Microsoft understands platforms very well. Microsoft tried to do Mixer, a competitor to Twitch. They stole Ninja from Twitch to come and produce exclusively on Mixer. That ended up failing. They shuttered Mixer. I think Ninja's probably back on Twitch. That must have been a walk of shame.
He made a good amount of money in the interim, so I think he's okay.
Yeah, no, that's true.
About Discord too, by the way, they've I think the last year introduced streaming capabilities. So you can stream video on Discord and let other people watch. It's not like this kind of, Twitch broadcast dynamic where you kind of send out a link and everyone joins. It tends to be like you can broadcast on a server and then, people on that Discord server or community will join and they can watch and that sort of thing. But it is embracing and kind of leaning into the streaming aspect of gaming. And it wouldn't surprise me to see them do a lot more of that as they get embedded into consoles.
The last little bit of hot water that Discord ran into was, surprise, surprise, content moderation and censorship. January of this year, they banned the Wall Street Bets server, right? When everything was going on. They were temporarily taken offline on Reddit. Discord banned the Wall Street Bets server, and then new servers popped up where the community could migrate over to. But what's really interesting with these models is, it's all self-regulated kind of communities, right? So what Discord, and I know the Wall Street Bets, admins were saying to Wall Street, to Reddit and to Discord was, hey, we have an influx of all these new people because, our meme stock, we got the hedge funds, we caught them with their shorts, and everyone's piling into this server, and we can't control all of the stuff that's being posted. They do take down a lot of things, but it's all self-administered content regulation for these communities on both a Reddit and a Discord.
They're mostly people that aren't paid. It's just they're passionate about it, so they manage the community the same way a lot of Reddit moderators. It's because they like doing it and they value the community.
Exactly. So it's very difficult. You don't get paid for this, but you still you got to be on it. Otherwise, then Discord and Reddit are you gonna ban your community or suspend your community? I think they've now banned a couple thousand communities, Discord has. So it's a constant battle and challenge for these social media content, communication platforms to figure out what is the right line for them to walk in terms of content moderation and censorship. Part of the diaspora from the big tech content platforms where they have just gotten way too aggressive, and it isn't just a recent thing. We've talked about this for years on the show, where they've gotten way too aggressive with content censorship and moderation. We've talked about YouTube banning the crypto community creators, and that trend is continuing, maybe in a smaller way right now, but Discord does track and read, and they have AI. They just bought this AI company to, monitor what people are talking about. But, the irony in all of this to me is that the platform has immunity from Section 230, yet they're holding these, their sub-communities, their subreddits or their servers on Discord accountable for things that they, as a business, don't get held accountable for because of Section 230. So it's a little bit of a double standard that the platform is applying to these communities. Reddit eventually turned back and brought the Wall Street Bets community back. Discord allowed other servers to pop up for Wall Street Bets, but still, some of the damage had been done. Hopefully they don't go, they continue to tread lightly and don't become as aggressive as the tech monopolies have. Although if history tells us anything about this, as they rise in power, so will their censorship aspirations and resources to invest in this kind of stuff. And when you give people jobs to do content moderation, guess what they do? They take stuff down because that's their job. So unfortunately, that's probably the way it'll go. We'll see what the next wave of things happen after the censorship gets out of control. Right now, I'd say relative to the big tech monopolies, it is still pretty moderate compared to the transgressions big tech is making.
Yeah, I would say if this censorship topic and regulation around this is an interesting topic for you, we had a great interview that we did with Eugene Volokh, a professor from UCLA, recently on the show. You should definitely go watch that. A lot of really good conversation there, and he also wrote a paper on this topic that is great. So I think if that's of interest to you, definitely go check out the interview, and you'll get a lot of good info there.
Hi, I'm Alex. Thanks for watching the show. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, but even better, make sure to follow us on Odyssey, follow us on Rumble, and text us 203-646-5159. Text the word Monopoly. You'll be subscribed. You'll get updates about when we're going live, our latest videos, and we'll send you even a little goodie bag. And in the event that we all get banned from big tech, we'll still be connected.